What's up, people? Hope everybody enjoying their day, man. It's Enoch. I'm back, aka the Wealth Giant, aka the Ground Reaper. Uh, Once again, man, like I said, I want to thank all my new subscribers and thank all the people who recognize the message. But this is another message, man. To Jay Prince and those like Jay Prince concerning the death of Takeoff, because we going through it. Excuse the cigar, but that's my thing. I don't know if y'all seen, man, but Jay Prince did like this memorial for Takeoff in Houston. But to me, what I seen, man, it was more about the Prince family. I don't know if y'all saw that, man. The Prince family had the big name. I guess it was Flowers or Reefs or whatever the hell it was. And Takeoff name was real small up under. Once again, man, the street's still talking, they're still talking. Man, I've reached out to a lot of people reached out to me, especially at the video, brothers that I know, OGs that I know, respectable people, you know what I mean, reached out to me from LA, from the Bay Area, Atlanta, of course, Florida, Ohio. A lot of people have reached out to me, man. Some people I did time with, and some people from the industry who got connections. Some hard hitters. I ain't gonna mention no name. But I'm gonna say this though. Retribution coming for Jay Prince Jr. and anybody else that's affiliated with the Prince family who knew what happened with Takeoff. Atlanta ain't gonna rest on it. And the rest of these cities ain't gonna rest on it. Takeoff was loved by a lot of people. I didn't even realize how far-reaching Migos were. I mean, we know they was multi-platinum artists and all that, but I mean, he's far-reaching, man. A lot of people. I'm talking about all over the world, man. But I'm not into religion. I grew up on it because my dad was a pastor. My grandfather was a pastor. That was once my dream as a young man, even though I was in the street, to actually go to theological seminary and follow in the footsteps of my father, my grandfather, but I didn't. So I ain't gonna preach to y'all this Sunday, but I just want to shoot y'all some wisdom, man. There's a story in the Old Testament, in the book of Samuel. And those who might be familiar with the book of Samuel. Samuel was a prophet of Yah. But at this particular time in this story, he was an apprentice of a priest named Eli from the city, according to the Bible, Shiloh. Eli was known as a powerful man, and the word Eli in Hebrew means above or sent. Eli had sons, though, that did evil in the eyes of the Lord. So when Prophet Samuel became a helper to Eli, God was calling out to him, and Samuel kept thinking it was Eli. It was Eli's voice, but it wasn't. So he called him 2 or 3 times. Then Samuel finally figured out who it was. I'm going on a biblical story. So the Lord told Samuel, he said, this message is for you. He said, you're going to be a prophet of mine, and you're going to tell Eli that him and his sons are going to pay for what they've done. Not Eli, but Eli was going to die because he knew what his sons were doing. He knew that they were evil, and he didn't stop them. So I'm talking to Jay Prince Sr. again. You know, and I've heard you say this before, that you was a God-fearing man. And I'm talking to you and comparing the story of Eli, because Eli was known to help people and to be a thinker. He was a thinker. He was passionate. But he allowed his sons to do evil. He knew about it because they was his sons. And that basically was his ending. Because God said, because Eli allowed his sons to do evil in the land, then I'm going to kill them all. J. Prince Sr., you're Eli now. You're Eli. You have allowed your sons to ruin your name, to ruin your legacy. And now it's time for the chickens to come home to roost. People ain't going to let this go, man. And I want to say this right now, because I am on YouTube. And I know people watch YouTube. Thousands of people watch YouTube. The feds watch YouTube. The CIA watches YouTube. Local police watch YouTube sometimes. DEA. ATF. So this is my disclaimer right here. I'm going to go on and make this disclaimer right now. I am in no way connected to what's about to happen. I'm in no way connected or have knowledge of how it's going to go down or when it's going to go down. So I want to put that out there now. I did 15 and a half years in prison. That is my disclaimer. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just a messenger right now on YouTube, on the internet, because it's going down. I definitely believe that. And J. Prince, man, you just made a post on IG, man. To be an OG like you, man, you should know better, man. And he made this post, man, and he was talking about God. And he said that he was talking about fear and courage. And he said that once you have this particular courage, once you replace courage with fear, he used the term unfuckwittable. He said he was unfuckwittable. Now, I just told y'all, Eli name in Hebrew means above or ascension. J. Prince Sr. speaks and thinks that he's above everybody, or he's above getting his head smashed in, or he's above retribution. And you're not, brother. You're not. You're a good dude. I've been knowing you for years, but you're not above nothing. You're not above death. JFK went above that. Martin Luther King went above it. You definitely not them. You're not above it. That mob tie shit is definitely not above it. So, you know, thank y'all for Respect and Takeoff funeral in Atlanta. It went smooth. It was emotional. A lot of people told me who were there. I saw some footages of it, and some footages were sent to me that I won't share on the internet because they were personal footages. So I got them in my phone, but I won't share it nowhere. It ain't my right to share it, so I don't have the right to share that. You know what I mean? Even though there's thousands of people there, I don't have the right to share it. I'm not going to share it. I'm going to respect the family forever, and I'm going to respect Takeoff. But J. Prince, you should just stop posting. Stop posting on IG, man. Just stop. Just be quiet. Just stay away from the computer, man. That's basically all I got to say, man. Once again, I put my disclaimer out there. And man, I just want to send regards to Kurt Schnick family, aka Takeoff. Keep your head up, Quavo. Keep your head up, Offset. Whatever differences y'all had, young brothers, kill it, man. I know it was some contractual issues or whatever Offset you were thinking about. You have the right to want your money or whatever you feel like you deserve. But at this point in time, I think you and Quavo, man, you, Quavo, and P, and Coach K, y'all need to put them differences aside and come up with something, man. Because the world still want Migos, man. Believe that. The world still want Migos. And y'all need to show us, how brothers can come together, how family can let minor stuff go, in the light of Takeoff death. How we can still come together and join forces, man. The last of this message, and I want to end this video, is to all the OGs that came up in my era, from city to city. I don't care what city you in, what city you at. It's time for us to stop being quiet, to stop saying we're going to get out these young boys' way. It's time for us to get in their way and teach them the right way. It's time for us to start stepping up in the community. It's time for us to start policing our communities. It's time for us to start teaching our physical sons and daughters, even the ones we don't know, the ones that's not our biological sons and daughters. It's time for us to start teaching them and holding everybody accountable, man, holding ourselves accountable. Because this shit done went too far. This shit getting out of hand. And really, even before takeoff, sad demise. This shit been getting out of hand, man. Gangs don't run the black community. Gangs don't run the black community. These fake mob ties, all these don't run the community, man. I just want to know, man, this is a question for anybody. And if y'all know somebody ever do it, man, please let me know, man. But as far as I know, in the history of gang banging or black mobs or whatever, I haven't seen now one of them, nobody, ever kill a KKK member or Aryan Nation. Not one. Not one. That crack in Florida, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The one who killed the young brother, man. Down in Florida, still walking around, man. His name gonna come to me in a minute. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Still walking around, man. He's still walking around. Ain't nobody done nothing to him. Why? You know what I mean? But we quick to do it to ourselves, man. Quick to do it to ourselves, man. So, you know, on that note, you know what I mean? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week, man. And y'all definitely be safe, man. And start holding yourselves accountable, man. Yeah, I know we need guns. I believe that we should have guns to protect ourselves, protect our families. But everybody, man, ain't responsible. I don't think everybody should have one, man. You know, the black market gonna always be there. The NRA ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So, as far as the government taking guns, that'll never happen. So we got to just be more responsible. And the fools, the ignorant ones that got these guns, we need to start putting their ass down. You know what I mean? That's what we need to start doing, man. We need to start putting them down. And because the police, honestly, you know, the police can't do all the work by themselves. So, you know, I ain't telling y'all to be vigilantes, but we need to start taking care of our own communities, taking care of our own people, man. That's what we need to start doing, man. I'm Enoch Wealth John. I'm out. Peace.